I'm the creator of Modern Yinster and the Take Back Your Crown community on Facebook. So listen, I want to talk to you today about fragility, all right? And what that has to do with yin and the yin yoga that we practice, and also comparing that with mental fragility as well. So yin is a very still yoga practice. It can be done on the mat, it can be done off the mat, and we can apply what we learn on the mat into our everyday lives. So when I say the word fragile, what do you think of? Maybe something that breaks really easily, right? So when our bodies are fragile, they break. We have injuries. That's a form of an injury. And we become, at dis-ease in our body. So, and when we think about mental fragility, we think about, maybe just not having the plasticity in the brain, maybe not having the resilience that we need, and the adaptation skills that we need in life to truly succeed in ways that bring us joy, happiness, and really what we want. So when I say fragile, right? Well, let's move on to anti-fragile. So basically what this means is you're tough, right? Your body is ready for some stress, but you cannot have anti-fragility without stress. And when I say stress, I mean a gentle stress, a good stress on the body. When we are talking about yin yoga, we're specifically talking about the fascia, the crystalline network from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. It's everywhere. It encases everything. It's beautiful, and it talks to each other. It helps your body so much. I'm not going to go into that. But we want to keep that supple, and we want to create stress. You really can't stretch the fascia that much, right? Fascia is elastic in a way, in the ligaments and tendons and the soft tissue, in the way that when you can't stretch it much, but when you do, it goes right back to where it was, and maybe just a little bit looser. We kind of want to stress the matrix and let it soften out. So we want to create a little stress in our body, a good stress. So I say a lot of times stretching, but that's not really what I mean. I mean stress, and a good stress. And so here's how it kind of compares with our life. So think about all those roadblocks you have in life, all the hurdles, barriers you have to overcome to get where you want to go, to change who you are, to build a better business, to be a wonderful, loving mother, to be a great friend. There's so many things that are thrown in front of us, and those things that are thrown in front of us, those trials and those tribulations, that's the stress. That's the stress in our life that helps us build that mental plasticity, that resilience I was talking about earlier, the more easily changeable mind and mindset. So here is how the practice of yin yoga on your mat and your mindset they work hand in hand. So when you're on your mat and you're putting a gentle stress on your body, you're being still. You're being very, very still. And you're creating less fragility in your body. Just like in life, you're creating less fragility in your mind, in your life, because you're building that resilience of stress. You're able to be still on your mat in yin yoga. You're able to really be in tune with the connection of your mind and body. And maybe you start to explore thoughts that come into your mind about those trials and tribulations. Maybe you start to realize that it's all connected and how powerful the mind is. So yin yoga is a very, very powerful tool. And that is the reason that I call this movement Modern Yinster, because we have a lot of stresses in modern day life. And in order to overcome them, we need to do the opposite of going. We need to just be. We need to be still. We need to create that gentle stress on our body. We need to make sure that we're giving ourselves the time to do opposite of going. and just be. Because when we listen, we hear a lot of things, mind, body, and soul. And so I guess, I just wanted you to kind of look at it from that point of view. And that is why this yin has just captured my heart from the very, very beginning, is because it's what I needed in my life at the time. I was going so much, and then we did it and my body started to feel better because I was putting that gentle stress on the fascia. I wasn't just working with the muscles all the time. I was balancing it out and working some with the fascia now. So it really is just a beautiful blend. So when we do different poses, a lot of times, one in particular that really takes people for a loop is poses with compression. And compression, I mean press together, easiest way. One of the popular poses that we do in Yin Yoga is Sphinx. All right, you have a ton of fascia in that lower back. Remember I said that it's a crystalline network? When we get older, some of those crystals harden and it becomes to where we have a back that becomes very fragile. We can injure it easily, right? And there's maybe a little bit of pain there. So after you have your doctor's approval, this is actually a fantastic pose to help your lower back. Considering your back is healthy, meaning your spine is healthy, you're putting that good stress because of the compression on the lower back. Compression is just one of the forms of stress, the good stress that your body needs. Now, check this out. You want to come down, relax here, let the body even out, and feel kind of settled again. And then you're going to want to come into a child's pose, hips to heels, knees open, toes towards each other, and let the hips sink down. And now you're just elongating the spine. You're relieving that stress that you just had in the hips. So what I just gave you right there is actually a Yin Yoga sequence that you can use when your lower back is bothering you, when it's tight, when you wake up. Like yesterday, I was at the gym and I was doing rows like this. So my back is a little sore and I know that I need to put a good compression on it. I know that I don't want to keep it still, right? Because when it's still and not used, it gets fragile. So we put that good stress on it. So think about like if you've ever had a surgery, a knee surgery, for example. I remember when I had my knee surgery in high school, when I woke up out of it, my knee was on a machine, or my leg that was on a machine that was bending it already, right? We need to keep moving. It's just what depth do you need to keep moving? We don't have to overstress, because that will not be good, because then things that are already elastic can become plastic, and that's when injury occurs. All right, so anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope it shed a little bit of light on how much Yin Yoga can help in life, how much it parallels to what's happening in our life, how much we can learn from it, learn from ourselves, learn about ourselves, improve ourselves. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I could do a whole workshop on this, but if you have any questions, you let me know. I'm here for you, and I hope that if you are watching this and you are not part of our Take Back Your Crown group, and you are a high achiever that likes to go, but you also understand the value of turning inward to have the greatest impact outward, this group is for you, all right? And if you're watching this video and you're already in the group, you're ahead of the game. I love it. All right, visit modernyoungster.com. We have all kinds of things, events, inner circles. Just go visit it and connect with me. Bye.